Now let me tell you, you have to listen to him anyhow. But I would say that there is something which is called tawil. Tawil means that if there is a word of Quran, tawil comes by the meaning of tafsir. Tawil comes by the meaning of, which means that it has two meanings. One is a preferred meaning, one is a less preferred meaning. So some ulama, they have taken the lesser, the less preferred meaning, that is known as tawil. So tawil is very much known among the ulama. Some tawilat, of course, they are rejected if they are not in accordance with Quran and Sunnah, and some they are tolerated. So we have seen in the vast literature of Quran and Hadith that this type of tawilat are many tawilat, and this is how we got the thinking of Asha'ira and the thinking of Maturidiyya and the thinking of Mu'tazila and the other factions in Islam. There was always this door open. And there was a time in the Islamic history when people were so prejudiced and so serious about their views that they could not tolerate the tawil of the other faction. And this is why even in the issues of madhab, like madhab Hanafi or Shafi, they even used to say that prayer is not valid behind the other imam. They used to say that, and it was a time, and you will agree with me that this was not the right thing, to say such things. So there was a time when there were 4 musalla in Haram, and people, for example, Shafi people, they pray before the timing of the Hanafi prayer. So when Shafi Azan is announced, Hanafi are not going to pray. And in the same way, Shafi will not pray behind the Hanafi Imam. That was the practice. And do you think that it was a good practice? Not at all. This is why when Ibn Saud established the kingdom, they united the Azan and the Jama'at, and all 4 musalla were abolished. There was just one Imam, and they used to pray behind that Imam. And this practice, alhamdulillah, has won the hearts of the people. Now the people from around the globe, they come and they come for Hajj, and they pray behind the Imams of the Harams. But still there are people who don't agree with that. And in their hearts they think that prayer is not valid behind the Imams of the Harams. And I heard many speeches by some of the scholars of this country, though they are from the subcontinent, from Pakistan for example, and they said very clearly that prayer is not valid. Prayer is not valid behind Al-Hadith, behind Al-Bandi, behind the Wahhabi, behind and so on. So they have mentioned many groups in Islam that prayer is not valid. So behind whom the prayer is valid? Only behind their own imams. That is their views. So in this way they have created a lot of factionalism and dissension among the Muslims. This is something you must not agree with it. I don't agree with it. That this is not the way. Because when you label the one with whom you don't agree that the prayer is not valid behind him, you are creating a bigger fitna among the Muslims. So a person should be very, very clear about that, because it got many implications. Is that person a kafir, so you don't pray behind him? That is the question. And if you think that someone has become kafir and your prayer is not valid behind him, then it is either of the two. Either the person to whom you have said he is kafir, he is truly kafir. If he is not truly kafir, then you become kafir. Because you have said something wrong about your mother. So the kufr returns back to you. You become kafir as well. So this is a very, very serious matter, very serious issue to exclude someone from Islam and to label him as a kafir. The second issue may be that he is still Muslim, but he got an innovation which has taken him out of the fold of Islam. And it is a lesser saying, but they say that this person is a mubtadi' or innovator, and with this innovation he has come out of the fold of Islam. This is the second stand, and it is also very serious stand to prove that this is a bid'ah or innovation which takes you away from the fold of Islam, or which will bring you very close to kufr. So these two things, to prove them, and especially to prove them against a person, you know that he is a hafiz of Quran, the person who has been leading prayer here for years and years, the person who is